Hey there, Sea Dogs! Season 17 has snuck out of the shadows and onto the Sea of Thieves, bringing a new trading company in the shady Smugglers League, some new additions to the sandbox, and some refreshed skeleton forts. However, the discourse around this season has been rather blinding. Many are up in arms about the notable lack of gameplay additions here, and the main sentiment around Season 17 is that not much has really changed, at a time when many players have been feeling the game world stagnate for years now. And while I have been having fun with Season 17, as I always do, I find a lot of these arguments pretty agreeable. But while these pirates have been raging a flame war in the comments, there have actually been some interesting stories developing here on the Sea of Thieves. For all its faults, I would say that the Smugglers Tide update actually feels like the story is moving again. You guys talk to any of these smugglers? They do actually have some interesting things to say, and their hideouts are super well designed. They're a joy to look at. As always, there's some really great art design and music adding to the set dressing, although I wish that effort was put into visually updating the oldest content in the game, you know, the stuff that we actually interact with all the time. As much as I wish this dev time was spent elsewhere, it's really hard to deny just how much I like these hideouts and these visual updates to the world. They're all fully voice acted, which is a nice touch from Rare and lends well to these characters' unique personalities. One of them was previously a member of the Reaper's Bones and fought at Golden Sands. Super cool stuff. But the deeper you talk to the smugglers higher ups, the more things get complicated. While to all of us it seems like the smugglers came out of nowhere, and they kind of did, let's be real. They have some private client they're working with, someone who's even more shadowy than they are, so I went digging. And while much of the community has had their own ideas about who this mysterious client could be, all the evidence draws to one answer. What kind of shady crew would try to steal valuable treasure right under Flameheart's bony beard, while also starting an arms trade with these new black powder kegs and other cursed items? Well, my friends, it's the Dark Brethren.
Of course. And I'd very much like to see them try.
Those poor, unfortunate souls that found themselves betrayed by the pirate's life and the Sea of Thieves itself. It's really no coincidence that the third update of the season about smuggling sees the Dark Brethren coming out of the shadows to raid Flameheart's fortresses. It really looks like the Dark Brethren are taking advantage of the smugglers' new notoriety to get in good with pirates. Not too dissimilar from how the Grand Maritime Union uses the Sovereigns for the same means. More on that in the video above. As to why their main sources of loot are fine art paintings, exotic rum, and cursed items, I really haven't a clue. Maybe, just maybe, these paintings have more power than we realize, but that's a video for a whole other day. As for the rum and kegs, I really don't know about this one. Rare tells us that the smugglers deal in contraband too dangerous for any of the other companies to put their hands on, but we've been dealing in rum and mega kegs for years. I really hope this gets explained further sooner than later, but we'll have to wait and see. Regardless, I do think using the Smugglers Trading Company as a front for a future Dark Brethren expansion is pretty exciting stuff. To add to all of this, in that original announcement trailer for Season 17, you can see the smugglers' de facto leaders standing around in Wanda's hideout. I have a feeling we'll be seeing some more updates to this small hideout over time, so be sure to keep a close weather eye out. The Brethren might just make themselves known. After the announcement trailer in June, I was pretty concerned that the smugglers were just yet another detour from progressing the main story of this game, which has already felt on hold for some time now. But I'm very intrigued that it seems like there's more to their story. It should be no surprise that this shadowy league has darker figures pulling their strings. There is plenty more to find out about the Smugglers League, so if you really want to stay up to date with all things Sea of Thieves, why not subscribe? It really helps out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the seas.